Do you want to know what one key factor in getting your house sold that you might not even be thinking about? Hi, I'm Charlotte with Birch & Cedar Realty Group. So you've decided you want to sell your house. Most people immediately start talking price. But did you know that there are other important factors you need to be thinking about? There are 4 elements to a quality listing: condition, financing, price, and probably the most important that you didn't even think about is access. People need to be able to see your home in order to decide they want it. Stick around to the end of the video. I want to share one really important note about getting the maximum exposure for your home, but limiting the number of buyers that come into it. Okay, back to access. There are 5 levels of access you can provide to a buyer and their agent. The first is limited access. This means that the home is only available for a couple of hours a day or on certain days. This is the most difficult way to be able to show your home to potential buyers. It limits the number of buyers that will be able to see your home. However, in the current health pandemic, this is definitely something you want to think about if you have someone in your home who is at a higher risk. Next is by appointment only. For example, buyers must give 48-hour notice to see the home. This limits the buyers that can see the home. Many buyers who are relocating for a new career or promotion, they start working in the area prior to purchasing their home. They often like to take advantage of free time during the business day, such as their lunch break, to view potential homes. They also might be here in advance of their relocation for a quick visit to find housing. They may only have a few days to look and decide during their visit. Because of this, they may not be able to plan their availability that far in advance and may be unable to wait 48 hours to see the house. Sometimes by appointment only makes sense, but you as a seller need to keep in mind that by doing that, you may be limiting the number of buyers that can see your home. Next is providing a key to your home to your listing agent. This means that the buyer's agent will need to coordinate time with the listing agent to get your key to show the home and again to return the key back. I'll be honest, this is rarely done in our area. It makes it extremely difficult to show your home. And with our hot market, it just doesn't make sense in almost all cases. Another option is open access with a phone call. The seller allows a showing with short notice via a phone call. If you are working from home, usually the buyer's agent will give you a call. You would put out a lockbox on the front porch so that their access to the home could be logged into the system, and you would leave for about an hour. The most popular option is putting a lockbox on the door. This allows buyers and their agents the ability to have easier access to the home. If you are out of the home, it allows potential buyers the ability to see the home as soon as they are aware of the listing or at their convenience. Now, these would be options available under normal circumstances. You may be wondering, how do I protect my family if I'm living in the home and working from home? How do I ensure my home's exposure but limit the number of individuals that come into my home? Normally, a listing agent is going to get your home photographed to show the home in the best possible light. They will possibly also get a Matterport tour, which allows the buyer to virtually walk through the home. I recommend taking it one step further. I recommend getting a 3D 360 virtual tour of the home. When I do these tours, it allows me to walk through the home, highlighting certain aspects of the home verbally. It allows buyers the ability to get a better perspective of room sizes and orientation when you have an individual walking through the room. They are able to pause the tour and get a 360 view of the room from the ceiling to the floors and everything in between. How does that help? Well, most buyers see the photographs of a home and put it on a list of homes to see because the photos are highlighted in certain ways. Often the rooms look bigger or better than in real life. When they walk through, they are able to determine the floor plan or room layout isn't something that would work for them, or that the room isn't as big as they thought. By having this 360 virtual tour, the buyers are able to see the layout of a home and determine whether or not it will work for them. They can view this tour online at their convenience. They don't need to make time to see the home in person if they can see it online. This eliminates a large portion of the showings you would normally have. Your home is still getting mass exposure because it's listed online, advertised, and shared on social media. But only the people who really like it and think it's going to be a good fit will actually schedule a showing in person. There will be a much smaller number of in-person showings than a home that is traditionally marketed, while still maintaining maximum exposure. Oh, and bonus, you won't need to do any open houses. We also have safety procedures in place to limit exposure for those that do request in-person showings. So in today's market, where listings are going under contract in days, You want the most exposure possible for your home while still maintaining your safety. You also want the easiest access because making it more difficult to see your home limits the buyers that can see it and potentially make an offer. Access can make or break your ability to get the price you're looking for, or even sell your home at all. So do a 360 virtual tour and make sure the tour gets the maximum exposure possible. Doing so will allow you to get the most exposure for your home and limit the number of people you have coming into your home to only those that are more likely to put an offer in on your home. I hope this was helpful. As always, like, subscribe, and click that little bell. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.